Hey there, it's Lars Larson. Right now, you're listening to Nevada Matters.
Thank you, listeners, for tuning in with America Matters this afternoon. You're listening to a brand new show, Healthy Discoveries, which will air every Monday at 1:30 to 2 p.m. I'm Anita Foster, your host this afternoon. We're glad to have you here. We have a lot of things to cover. Today's topic is weight management, and we are honored to have joining us Dr. Dave Nelson and Dr. Joe Ahrens. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you, Anita.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yes. Dr. Dave Nelson is a nutritionist and a doctor of chiropractic, and which has been a part of the Center of Advanced Medicine in Southern California for over 18 years. His core specialty is allergy, nutrition, sports nutrition, and biological assessment of more than 2 decades of nutritional and wellness coaching experience. Dr. David Nelson has also developed a passion for encouraging people to preserve purpose-fulfilled desire for good health, well-being, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And we're so glad to have you here. And also we have Dr. Joe Ahrens. He is a chairman of the board and chief scientific officer, founder of ATM Metabolics, nominated for the Nobel Prize in 2015 and 16. His research led to leading patented supplements for metabolic, I can't get that word out today, I'm sorry guys, metabolic disorders, inventor of baby carrots and sliced mushrooms, generating over $1 trillion to date. He has also had thousands of people looking him up on YouTube. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahrens, for being with us this afternoon.
Well, thank you very much.
Dr. Ahrens.
I'm really glad to be here.
It's been great. We're going to be talking about a wide range of topics today, specifically how to overcome this epidemic we have in America, which is obesity and excess weight. And interesting enough, Dr. Ahrens, weight management in 2016 reached $168 billion, and it's estimated to go over $278 billion in 2023. There's an average American, get this, 160 million Americans are either obese or overweight. 3/4 of those are men, and more than 60% are women that are obese or overweight. So we have a lot of challenges to overcome. And there's also children. We're seeing 30% of young boy and girls under 20 that are overweight. Dr. Ahrens, we have a problem.
Yes, we certainly do have a problem. And, there are several reasons for this. Of course, we have eaten a lot of carbohydrates and processed foods. We eat that more and more every day. You find out that countries that used to have a much less complex, less processed food, as they adopt a Western diet, they become also overweight and have greater incidence of diabetes. But it's not just that. Our actual food supply has changed over the last several hundred years. The nutrition that was in our food certainly 1,000 years ago, but even just 100, 200 years ago, it is not there today. And actually, Dave, what we found out is that because of some of these nutrients that are missed in our diets, it's one of the reasons that's causing this weight gain and diabetes problem.
Yes. Yeah, so, it is. We're looking at not only diabetes. I mean, this is huge. I mean, cardiovascular issues, and it can go. We can just continue on what excess weight can really set up.
Well, you talk about everything that's related, not just metabolically, but even mechanically. You think about carrying 20 or 30 extra pounds around.
I know
what that does to your ankles and your knees and your vertebrae.
Oh, yeah.
It's really issue, but also it's it puts a strain on the cardiovascular system. It's a lot harder to pump blood through the fat adipose tissue than it is through the muscle. And it also, there's a high correlation between the fatter that someone is, the more adipose tissue, that the more heavy metals and things that collect in their bodies, and it's very difficult to flush these out. So there's a lot of issues surrounding health that are not just about somebody being overweight.
And one of the things I see here a lot in dealing with a lot of individuals with toxicology issues with chemicals, and you mentioned heavy metals. These chemicals and heavy metals are stored in the fat tissue. And
that's it's just like Dave, like fish. Certain fish we don't want to eat because the heavy metals are stored in the fat tissue. Yeah,
and so it is. There's been a lot of issues with and topics of how to lose weight. The issues keep on coming up. The new topics, the different types of weight loss programs, from your fast food, the fast food type of the fast weight loss programs, your water diets. There's been so many, but the problem is they put the weight back on.
Well, the reason there's so many diets is because people want to lose weight. And on top of that, they've not been successful. So there's always another diet around the corner next spring or next fall or whatever. Well, you know what? If the first diet worked, that people would stick with that. But they don't work. And one of the reasons is that, as I mentioned, they're just not getting the right nutrients. That can actually I could give a person the right nutrition, which would include the proper things to eat, plus also some of these missing elements in their diet, and they would lose weight. Some of the things that we eat actually cause us to want to eat more. Some of the things that and then you try to not eat something, and then you also want to eat more. Yeah. So because your body is constantly searching for the right food, actually. Your body is smarter than you are, but it can't find the right food. So it ends up driving you to eat other foods. And some of these foods, like refined sugar, are addictive. They light up the same pleasure centers in our brain that than drugs do. So the foods themselves can become addicted. And the person who wants to lose weight, they just have so many strikes against them. They're addicted to high carbohydrate, refined sugar loads. Then the things they do eat, their body is searching for these things. They end up eating food that is very nutrient dense. And then also, they really cannot find some of these nutrients. Now, I keep talking about these nutrients. And I actually, at a request of some people, I put together a supplement where I found out what people are missing out of their diet that will help them maintain a proper weight.
And what is that, Dr. Ahrens? It sounds like the missing secret ingredient.
We got a minute, 26 seconds before break, folks, just to let you know. And we're going to let Dr. Ahrens continue on here real quick.
Well, this started some time ago, back when I was director of research for the Florida Department of Citrus. I found out that there were things in citrus fruits, and ultimately I found that it's in all fruits and vegetables that have a high sugar load. There are some ingredients, natural compounds in these foods that were put in there to help manage carbohydrates in your body. And if without them, your body just goes haywire. It searches for more nutrition, more food. The sugar is perceived as a poison. It leads to inflammation. So I was able to identify these. It just took about 10 years. I did identify them and gave these to a few people and eventually did a clinical study. And yes, the people were losing weight and their blood sugar began to normalize.
That's
Well,
awesome.
Dr. Ahrens, we're gonna take a short break. Anita said we're gonna take a short break, but I would just want to encourage people to get their pencil and paper out. You want to go to this website, losefat911.com, losefat911.com, and there's a website there that you can go on and search and take a look at what the secret to this fat loss is. Losefat911.com. Anita?
Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.
Ready for a live game of Clue? For nearly 30 years, Fun Time Theater has held private and monthly dinner murder mysteries. Each night is different, and each event includes dinner and a show. You're the detective, and your job is to figure out who did what to who and why. At the end of the night, a super sleuth and not so super sleuth are awarded prizes. This is a great event for a birthday or holiday party and team building events for your office. Visit funtimetheater.com to make your reservations and use promo code RADIO for $5 off each admission.
It's your worldwide invite to Barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen. Perfection in tri-tip, rib tips, and brisket. Rotisserie chicken with the white sauce. All hardwood smoked. Old world sausage aged to perfection. Wood smoke fire. Barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen. 7689 South Virginia. Call in and pick up dinner. Barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen. Get in and get real.
Call Sir.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living then has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Call Sursic Dental because you're worth it. They can make your smile perfect. You're gonna love your new smile. Sursic Dental for a perfect smile.
Sursic Dental has a $125 special that includes a cleaning, x-rays, a free Sonicare toothbrush, and a free cosmetic makeover consultation.
Sursic Dental for a perfect
Call 827-1113.
The all-volunteer nonprofit Assistance League, Reno Sparks, is working to improve lives in Washoe County. Annually, they help preschoolers and foster children receive books and special treats, including one-on-one attention. Through their project Links to Learning, teachers can provide extra academic experiences for their students. These activities are funded by Assistance League Thrift Shop at 1701 Vassar Street in Reno. Open 10 to 4, Monday through Saturday.
This is America Matters Media
on AM 1180 KCKQ,
a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Are you shy and don't want to talk on the air? Text us your questions or comments to 775-237-2266. Now back to the show.
Welcome back, listeners. We have a lot of information to get to you. If you would like more information right now, you can get on losefat911.com, and we're going to continue on. We have a testimonial caller, and we would like to get to her, and I believe her name is Dory. Hello?
Hi, how are you? Actually, Dory's a guy, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Yeah, I was, yeah.
You have a testimonial on this breakthrough product by Dr. Joe Ahrens called 24/7. We love to hear your testimonial.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, I have been familiar with Joe Ahrens' products for about 2 years, and when I discovered that he was releasing a product for weight loss specifically, I was eagerly awaiting its release because I had plateaued in my weight loss efforts. And upon getting it, immediately I noticed that my sleep had improved dramatically. And in addition to my sleep, the most important thing that occurred was I broke through that plateau effortlessly. Didn't change anything other than being part of the usage of the product. And it was just amazing that I broke through, and I lost 4 pounds in the first week, and I'm continuing to lose weight on a regular basis, and very happy with the overall results of the product.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Dr. Ahrens, you're seeing this quite prevalently across the board with this new product you developed called 24/7, aren't you?
Yes, I certainly am, because that's one of the things that we recognize in human metabolism. Your body actually fights any changes. It's called homeostasis. So you can try to lose weight, and you might lose a few pounds, and then you plateau. Your body just rejects going any further. One of the reasons is that because it wants to be where it is tomorrow, where it was today, and where it was yesterday. I hope you guys can hear those birds well. I'm out here on a patio. So so I put this together, taking some of that basic technology that I told you about, that we discovered that people were needing in their diet in order to properly process carbohydrates, to keep the sugars out of fat tissue, to cause the fat to shrink, actually, but also there's ingredients that cause people to not want to eat so much, that are in a natural foodstuffs that we just do not get enough, so our body is on overdrive trying to eat. And in addition to that, we knew that a good night's sleep was really needed to have any weight loss. If you do not get a good night's sleep, your body goes into stress, which leads into inflammation, and it's a cycle, because then you get stress hormones that tell your body, hey, you're under attack, you're under stress, you better eat and prepare for war. So then again, it's very difficult to control how much you eat. So I'm all about diet to begin with. Eat a proper diet, cut back on carbohydrates, cut back as much as you can on refined carbs, which, means not too much pasta and rice, and certainly not table sugar, but also lots of vegetables, green leafy vegetables, carrots, and those type of things. And then get protein, adequate protein from wherever you'd like to get it, and then have healthy fats. But not just that. After you have that diet, you still need these ingredients that nature meant you to take. It's essential for everyone. Essential. You'll be having a battle the rest of your life, even though you might exercise. And so we put all of these natural ingredients into a supplement that you can take, and we've called it 24/7 because it works around the clock. We have 2 different capsules, one you take in the day and one you take at night. And they both are carb blockers, and they burn fat, but also the day puts the sugars into your brain and your muscles, so you naturally are more awake and alive. It causes fat tissue to shrink, but in the nighttime, we promote sleep, and that also helps you to reduce your weight.
So we're looking at helping in energy, endurance, alertness with the AM and the PM. Dr. Ahrens, tell us what the PM tablet can really help with when you take it at bedtime.
Well, you certainly still need to block carbs because you just had a dinner. And so we need to slow down those carbs, and they need to enter your body gently and not just a rush it all at one time. And we also need to help you control your appetite a little bit at dinner. But we have in there some melatonin is there to help you sleep. There's some natural ingredients that are known to reduce anxiety. And, we're not talking about taking drugs here to knock you out. Not at all. Everything we do is completely natural and works with your body's metabolism as nature intended for you to process these products, these foodstuffs, naturally, not artificially. So you eat that meal, and you want the nutrition in that meal to go where it should go while you sleep. Your body is still working while it's asleep, and it's still building muscle. But we also want to continue to have some of that fat shrink out of that tissue and reduce. And as I said, we have some products in there that reduce anxiety, help you be calm, and just a little melatonin to help you rest better.
So you're recommending taking the AM in the morning and then the PM at dinner time before bed.
Well, we've set up the capsule size so that there's 2 daytime capsules that are in a red bottle, like for sun, and there's 2 capsules in the nighttime bottle, blue for nighttime. And what I would do is take one of the day at breakfast, one at lunch, and then in the PM, take one at dinner, and then take the last one about 2 or 3 hours before you go to bed. That'll cover it all.
I had a caller that called in and left a message asking whether I can take this even if I don't have to lose weight.
Well, this certainly will manage your carbohydrates properly. So yes, everybody actually needs this. If you want to lose weight, you can take this product, and what it will do is it puts your body in an ideal state to process sugars and carbohydrates naturally. So even if you do not need to lose weight, you still need to process these properly. What I know will happen is that person that takes this product, they'll feel like a new person. They will wake up and feel more alert. They'll sleep better, just like nature intended. On top of that, they'll find out that their body is healing quicker. It has a strong anti-inflammatory effect. Everyone needs this, and it's almost just like a newly discovered set of vitamins that every human needs, including, by the way, your pets. Everyone needs to function properly.
Yes. 24/7. 24/7 is the name of the product. You can go online right now. LoseFat911.com. 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 Go there and take a look at this and discover this new technology. It's amazing, Dr. Ahrens, what the results we're seeing with 24/7, round the clock. I love the name of it, 24/7, and burning fat, burning carbs, 24/7. It's phenomenal, and we're seeing testimonial after testimonial, people getting such phenomenal results with this. So we encourage you to go to losefat911.com. Losefat911.com. Any closing comments, Dr. Ahrens?
You need to have a good diet. Eat properly. A lot of the diets that you see definitely will help. Even, low carb, keto, Cornish, orange diet. There's certain Mediterranean diet. Eat properly. That means reduce processed sugars. Reduce those. You also need to exercise. Get out and move about. And then you also have to have these essential ingredients. I mean, as we made this discovery initially in 2002, we finally finished the research in 2010, and now we've been able to start getting this out to the public in just the last half of a year or so. So I encourage people to go to these sites, look up. You can look at my name or 24/7 and do the research. Try it out. They will not be.
Yes.
They'll be a happy camper.
Anita, how much time do we have left?
We have about 30 seconds, so I thought I'd take us out with thanks for joining us, radio listeners. We really appreciate you. Lots of great information. You can hear each week something new. They air on Mondays at 1:30 p.m. to 2. And gentlemen, thank you so much. And to our caller, thank you so much for joining us. You can see more about this product on losefat911.com. That's losefat.911.com. Welcome to the America Matters family. We look forward to hearing from you each and every week at 1:30 on Mondays.